Oh my god. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to be playing some Minecraft for you today. I'm going to be telling some stories. Well, let's start off with, it's about sports today. Uh, I used to play sports a lot. I used to play a few sports, if you could believe it. Uh, well, the first sport I played, let's see, first ever sport I played was T-ball back when I was like 5 or something. I don't remember much of it, except there's a specific baseball bat I used, and it was an alligator on it. And I always wanted to use that bat specifically. All right, I'm getting murdered. All right. Well, and that's all I remember from T-ball really. And I didn't really play sports much after that. Uh, except I, except when I moved, I joined my parents made me join the swim team. I did not like it, if you could believe it, because I'm what people call a nerd. I do not like sports. I'm I don't dislike them. I mean, like, I'm not gonna have a heated debate on why people who like sports, watch sports, enjoy sports are bad people, because they're not. A lot of my family likes sports, but I was never into them. I was more into geeky things. Have like games like Warhammer 40,000, Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, and oftenly sports would oftenly keep me from playing those games because they take time and effort to play. So obviously, dang it, I tried to not hit him into the void. So obviously, I never wanted to do sports. And the funny thing about my swim team, I did it at the YMCA and then for school. Uh, at when my dad and I would drive to the YMCA, I always try to get him to take the wrong turn. Like, we'd be driving there, and I'd try to have him turn on the wrong road. He never fell for it because, he's not an idiot. And I was a small child, so I was an idiot. So I thought that it would work. And you see, I'm not very good at Minecraft either. So, when I would go to swim team, it'd be for about an hour. Yeah, it was for an hour. I would get changed. Actually, I think I had my swimsuit under my clothes. So I would go to the locker room, get changed, and then we would go hop in the pool to, do swimming for swim team. I actually was a decent swimmer, believe it or not. I'm up. Dang. As you can see, I'm not a very decent Minecraft player, but I used to be a decent swimmer, and and there was this one girl. We had a mutual friend on the swim team, but we did not like each other, and we'd always compete to be like whoever, because we all went one at a time while swimming. There were a few lanes that we would swim in, and we'd all swim one at a time. And we'd try to beat each other before the other one could up. So we would be the first, and we basically just did that a lot. Wow, you hit an egg. Good job. Oh wow, I actually got a second kill. Nice. Guess I'm not I guess I'm not half bad. I mean, I'm still bad. I'm just not half bad. Okay, that guy was weird. So we would compete to see who would be the bet who would go first, and you know we'd trade. We'd like put all our effort into swimming, and we'd trade spots. I was either first or second to go, so I think I was a decent swimmer. We would play quite a few different games. We would do the 4 different strokes. Freestyle, it's the classic on your stomach. Backstroke, it's basically just the inverse of freestyle. If you know what freestyle is and you don't know what backstroke is, which I'm surprised, well, backstroke is basically just it really is just freestyle on your back. And I was pretty decent with both of them. But then you got butterfly, which if you have ever done swimming in your life, you would know is the worst swim anyone can ever do, and it only exists to make people hate the sport. Swim? I mean, yeah, swimming was all right. If you want to know what butterfly is, think of what Satan would make if he wanted to have people who wanted to do exercise have the worst possible time. And that's what butterfly is. It is the most evil stroke, and it's evil, and I hated it. But the last one I haven't mentioned was breaststroke, and that was my favorite one because it's the easiest one. If you know anything about me, I'm super lazy, so I always want to do what's easiest. I basically just like skimmed my way through middle school, through 8th grade. So breaststroke was the best. It's the best. It's the easiest. Think of freestyle, but 100% easier. And that's what it is. And I was pretty good at it. If I do say so myself. And so I would go to swim meets. I never really won too much, but I actually did get 2 ribbons. Once for I believe it was the freestyle 200. If you didn't know, the pools are 50 meters across, and a 200 would be going from front to back, back to front. It would be back, forth, back, forth. Wait, no, it would just be you go from one side, then you come back, then you go to the other side again, and then you come back. And that's what a 200 is. And I got a ribbon for the 200 freestyle, I believe, where I got 4th place. And then I got a ribbon for the 400 team everything bagel. I forget what it's called, but it's where you do all 4 strokes in the order of freestyle, backstroke, breaststroke, butterfly. And I think we got first place. I think the 4 of us got first place in that one. And those are my accomplishments from that. That one girl that I always compete with, we actually became friends over cats, surprisingly. I don't know, I just said, look, let's just be friends. I like cats. Do you like cats? She said, yes, I like cats. And then we became friends. Well, actually, we didn't really become friends. We still never liked each other. But, well, at least I didn't like her. But we just stopped being enemies. So, you know, that was rad. Okay, oh, wow, I actually got a zombie from that. So, yes. So, you know, that was nice. I made a non-enemy. You know, I'm not a big fan of having enemies. You know, I like having friends. Well, Everett, that's like saying you like breathing air. Shut up, shut up, Greg. Uh, yes, swim team. Got 2 ribbons. I was pretty happy with that. I'm pretty happy that I got about the swim. Ah, dang. That strength did not come in soon enough. And I actually played one more sport other than that. Actually, before I talk about the last sport I played, I should mention that I just talked about my experience at the YMCA swim team, but I also have the school swim team, which I really just participated because, one, my parents wanted me to, you know, be healthy and do a sport, but also because my friends were in it. So I have 2 friends. I don't know if they want me to say their names, so until I get permission, they're just going to be Cindy and Bob. So Cindy and Bob are my 2 friends. They're also kind of geeky. And we were always, and, you know, we've been friends for a while. I'll talk about Cindy and Bob in their own video. But, and I never really got any medals for anything in the school swim team. Dang. But it was a lot of fun to do it, to just play normal, to like swim. Also went the, but a funny thing about that, I think I did the school swim team twice, and the second time I did it, I didn't even go because I used to play D&D, and I used to play D&D, and swim team would be on the same day as D&D, and you know, I've already said this, but I'm the laziest man alive. So I hated going to 2 different places in the same day because I'm just that lazy. So most of the time I didn't even go, and because I didn't go one day, I just decided to not go the other days because I am that lazy. The final sport I played, I was on the soccer team for my school in 6th grade. And shoot, no. Drat, that guy killed me. And I don't know what the position was. I think it was like tenor or something. I don't know. I don't speak British. But I was there. There are 2 people. So there's a team. You got defenders and offensive players. So this one kid, I don't know if I can say his name. I'll just call him Ezekiel. So Ezekiel and I, we were both offensive players, but the thing is, I was tenor, so I had to run the entire course of the field all the time because I was the one who would be on offense and defense. So I would have to run from one end of the field to the other. What the heck? Where the heck did that guy come from? So I was always on offense and defense. So, and funny thing is, yeah, I would always be there backing up Ezekiel, helping him out, passing him the ball, and he would score most of the goals for the team. And the thing is, I never scored a single goal, but we had an undefeated season, and I think that's pretty rad. You see, the first game we played was a tie, and yeah, I think it was like 2-2. Yeah, it was a 2-2 tie, and then every other game we won, even though I never scored a single goal. But it was really cool that we got an undefeated season, and my school hasn't been able to do that since. And they're just kind of, and I gotta say, I always thought like they should have been doing better, but I was too lazy to ever go back on the team. Because I'm a lazy ass. But after, and that's the last sport I played. Never. Technically, I was doing swim. I actually did swim after that. I actually did swim team after the soccer team, but that was my school swim team. I did after the soccer team, and soccer was the last unique sport I played, so that's why I mentioned it afterwards. All right. I hope you enjoyed the video. It was a lot of fun to be talking here. Hope to upload more videos in the future if I'm not too lazy. Bye.